Lately, I have been in a rut, like just deep in a deep slump, stuck, unmotivated, and honestly just super overwhelmed and overstimulated. If you've been there, then you know how it feels. But the truth is, we will not stay in a rut forever. This too shall pass, okay? So that leads me to this new series that will be called Getting Out of a Rut. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl RISSADEAN, and we're back with another video. So this is the start of a new series. It is called Getting Out of a Rut, because I've been down in the slumps lately, y'all. But in these next few weeks, I'm going to be showing y'all everything that I will be doing to get out of this slump, this rut, whatever you like to call it, just to get back to me and become a better me, because that is basically what this channel is all about: becoming the best versions of ourselves, balancing all the many hats that we wear as women and moms and wives. So let's get on into the video. First, we are going to start with resetting our mind and our space is the first things that we are going to reset. So what I have been doing lately, like, just, when you have so much going on in your mind, you feel like you need to just like dump it out, dump it all out. That is what I like to do. I like to do brain dumps, and I just write everything down that's on my brain. I try to put it in sections, but sometimes I just write it down, write everything down, get it out of your mind, get so you can declutter your mind. And so that's what I do. I brain dump, and then I try to organize that into to-do list, or to buy, or part of a grocery list, everything that's just on my mind, who I need to call later, whatever it is. Like, then I try to organize it if I can't do it at the same time as I'm brain dumping. Also, lately what I have been trying to do is, when it comes to resetting my mind, definitely number one is to read your Bible. Read your Bible. I know sometimes when you down and you feeling just down and out, a lot of people might say, like, if you are a spiritual person, hopefully you are, because my channel, I'm gonna talk about God. But a lot of people will tell you when you down and out, oh, you just need to go to church, you just need to pray. And I was at a point in my life where it was like, okay, but that ain't really working for me right now. But I'm here to tell you that try it, because it will work. And as soon as I started going back to church, getting back in my word, I felt better. And it is true. That is what we need. We don't always see it at that time, but that is what we need. We need God. We need God, and we need to be in our word daily, renewing our mind daily. Also, another thing that I like to do is affirmations. I love to write affirmations. What I have started doing now is putting them on my mirror. I did that before, like before I was married, like in high school I did that. Or yeah, I think it was high school. Whenever I started watching Being Mary Jane and she had them sticky notes everywhere, like I was like, oh, I'm gonna start doing that. I like that for whatever reason. And so I did that in high school. I had them all around my mirror at home. And I got me a few on my mirror now, and then I can look at every day. Every day I look at it. I talk to myself. I tell myself, you are enough. You are beautiful. Like all these things. I'm telling myself that every morning when I wake up. Because once the day gets started, sometimes you start getting negative thoughts in your mind. You got to cast that right back on out and speak life into yourself, because that's all it really is. Affirmation is just speaking life into yourself, speaking positivity into yourself. And so um the last thing that I like to do is when I'm journaling in the morning, because I usually journal in the morning. I don't normally journal at night, but I always write down one thing that I'm grateful for and try to do something different. Like, of course, you can always say, and don't get me wrong when I say this, because I am grateful, very, very thankful that he wakes me up every morning, that he has been waking me up every morning. I'm very thankful. But what I like to do is, instead of just writing that every day, I write something different. Like, I'm thankful that I don't know, something simple. I'm thankful that I have a pillow. Like, I don't know, like something simple, because some people don't have a pillow. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thankful that I had a good night's rest. Thankful that I got some new brakes on my car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, little things or big things, but something new every day is what I like to do. One thing that I had started, and I should probably try to start that again, but I might just keep doing what I'm already doing instead of trying to start another new thing. But I had like a journal just to write down the date and what I'm grateful for on that day. And just so I can go back and look at it. I really might do that, because if I can go back and look at it and like, oh, all of these little one liner things for each date, I'm gonna go back and do that. I think I am. I love to do some new stuff. I know I do. But anyways, you guys, so that is what we're doing right now to reset our mind, get our mind right to become a better version of ourselves. Because when you're in a rut, your mind is trying to tell you that you're stuck. Your mind is trying to tell you that you can't do the things that you're trying to do. Even when you're trying to become a better person or become somebody different that you haven't been, your mind is trying to fight for you to stay the same person that you were, to stay the old you. But you got to renew your mind. You got to speak life into yourself, speak affirmation to yourself, and tell yourself that you are whoever the person that you want to be. You are her. You are her. Okay? Like, stop letting the old you try to fight the new you. The next thing we're going to talk about is resetting our space. So, what I will be trying to do in these next few weeks is decluttering. I feel like I need to declutter like so many things, like little drawers here and there, my dresser right here in my room. I hate looking at it. I just hate looking at it. Like, so much stuff. Sorry. So much stuff just needs to be declutter, because when you have a clear space, I feel like you have a clear mind. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind that, the psychology behind that. But when you have a clear space, you have a clear mind. And so I will be going back to doing my cleaning schedule where I focus on a room a day. The room that I focused on this weekend was the kitchen, because it was the worst, and it's like one of the first rooms that you see when you come into the house, and that's where we're at most of the time, the kitchen and the living room. So we focus on the kitchen and the living room this weekend, just trying to get it together and declutter. I cleared off all of our countertops because they were crazy. I'm so bad at letting them just pile up, but cleared them off. Organized my cabinets, organized some, like not all of them, but I organized some of my cabinets. In one of my drawers. So I still got a few to do. But yeah, like, I'm proud of that. I really am. Because you just have to start small. Start with one space. Start with one room, and go ahead and declutter it. Get it all cleaned and everything. And just start with one. Don't try to do the whole house in one day, because then that gets overwhelming. And we're trying to not be overwhelmed. We're trying to just renew our mind, renew our space, and kind of have like a refresh.